Hi, my name is Cody. This is my wife, Allie. We currently go to the Eunice campus. We've been married for 6 years, and we have one son. His name is Asher, and he is about to turn 2. We actually originally started coming to Our Savior's Church in Jennings in 2002. I eventually met Allie a little bit later. I got involved in Fuel originally. I came because I had some friends that were starting to come, and then I got hooked really whenever we started doing Friday Night Lives, and whenever I made friends that in the church that weren't, drinking or doing drugs and that kind of stuff to have fun. They actually had fun without those things, and I just, was blown away by their friendliness, and it's just the willingness to take me in.
My family started coming to Our Savior's Church in Jennings in 2003. We had been going to a church in another town, and the church just kind of was really small and ended up just not being a church anymore. So we were looking for a new church and ended up at Our Savior's Church. I think I was 16 at the time, the biggest thing in my life was friendship. And when I got to Our Savior's Church, I was pretty much attacked by Claire and Paige and Tira. And that's really important in a 16-year-old's life, is to have friends and to be accepted, and I was always accepted here.
So Allie and I had actually moved to Lafayette for school. We eventually moved back to Iota, and then kind of came back to Our Savior's Church.
When we moved back from Lafayette, it kind of just made sense for us to come back to Our Savior's Church, because that's kind of where we first started. It's where we connected the most with people, where we grew the most. And so we ended up back in Jennings, and they were talking about opening the Eunice campus. And so everybody was really excited, and so it made sense for us. We were excited about the church, and we were excited about moving into, more positions of leadership. And since we lived in Iota, which is sort of in between Jennings and Eunice, it made sense that we would go and help to get the church started, thinking that we would just go and get the church started.
But when I originally started with media, I didn't have a clue as to how a soundboard worked or how the programs we used worked on the computer or anything like that. So it really took a lot of trial and error and just trying to figure things out, reading through manuals and going, trying to, study from home, like how to work things, or even I was watching videos on YouTube, how to figure things out.
Well, originally I went to Eunice just to be like a backup singer, which was a big enough deal for me at the time, because that's not in my comfort zone to be in the spotlight or on the stage or anything like that. But Pastor Josh has always pushed me to do that ever since the first day that I tried out for the worship team. So I ended up in Eunice, and we have a worship leader and a band, and then all of a sudden we don't have a worship leader and we don't have a band, and they want me to be the worship leader, and that's terrifying for me. To not only be on the stage, but to be the front and center person who everyone's going to look at if something goes wrong.
We know on Sunday mornings, running media and all that kind of stuff, a lot of times it's not a very in the front, front and center type of position. It's a lot of behind the scenes, and you don't really get noticed or recognized. But for me, serving is a vital role in my Christian walk. I've seen, so much growth even just stepping outside of my comfort zone into serving. It challenges me. It makes me rise up to the task. Even in discipling guys or anything like that. That's whenever I experience the most amount of growth, is whenever I'm pouring myself out into others.
So we live in Iota, which is about 20 minutes away from Eunice. So every Sunday morning I wake up around 6 because we have to be here at 8:30 for practice. So I have to get up at 6 because I have to get myself ready and I have to get Asher ready. And it's never just let me get Asher ready, it's let me try to get Asher to wear some kind of shirt even though he doesn't want to wear this shirt, or he wants to wear the shoes that are too small, and then he melts down onto the floor into a puddle, and then we have to, it's never just the easy Sunday morning. It's always we get out the door by the skin of our teeth, drop Asher off at my parents so that he doesn't have to stay at church from 8:30 to 12. In all of that, in all of the ruckus and chaos that is Sunday morning, it's always in the back of my mind, like, it's not about me, and it's not about Cody, and it's not even about Asher. It's about these people that come to our church and are lost, and they just need somebody to lead them, whether it be in worship or just to talk to somebody, and we might be that person that they need to talk to. So that's what drives us to get up every morning at 6 o'clock, because if it was about us, we probably wouldn't get up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Well, God having us in the positions that we're in at the Eunice campus has really caused a lot of growth in our life, and looking back, I've seen where I've been and how much I've grown. But it's more than just going to church on a Sunday morning and running sound or Allie singing. It's really a part of my week. It's a thing that I enjoy. I look forward to doing.
While we were in college and we went to church in Lafayette, we went to a really big church, and so we didn't serve while we were in church there. And not only did it make it easier to not go to church every single Sunday, but I can look back at that time in my life and not see nearly as much growth as I've seen just in the last 5 years that I've been at Our Savior's in Eunice, especially in the leading position. I think you can go to church and not do anything, and you'll be fine, and Jesus isn't going to be mad at you. But I think it's a disservice to yourself and your own Christian spirit that you don't do that and grow yourself up in that way, because that's really where the growth comes from.